Final Fantasy VII tried to warn us. There's one truth nobody wants you to see. Midgar is more than just a nostalgic city from our childhood. It's proof that the future isn't coming, it's already here. We all still get that warm fuzzy feeling inside when we see that startup screen. For me, it's the epitome of nostalgia. That and pretending like I understand the Final Fantasy VIII junction system. No hate though, I still love 8. But looking at how the world has progressed since then, it's been looking kind of Midgar-y lately. Shinra, the big bad boogeyman of the Final Fantasy world. But what made this corporation so frightening? After all, they operate the same way companies do today. They control resources and infrastructure. They manipulate public opinion through propaganda, human experimentation, e.g. super soldiers. I don't think we're there yet, but any day now. Shinra didn't just run the city, they stacked it. The wealthy lived on the upper plates, bathed in sunlight and luxury, while the slums below were crowded, grimy, and left to fend for themselves. Resources, opportunities, even basic living conditions were doled out based on where you were born. And just like in Midgar, we see invisible walls in our own cities. The rich get neighborhoods with clean parks, good schools, and gourmet coffee shops. Meanwhile, other areas are neglected, over-policed and underfunded, basically left to survive. We tell ourselves it's just economics or policy. Yet when we get together and vote for change, the gap grows wider. Now, I'm not saying opportunity doesn't exist. It does. Sometimes that wider gap just means the ladder's taller. The problem is some dudes got escalators and the rest of us are over here tying bed sheets together like it's prison break. But here's the kicker. Midgar's citizens didn't even realize they were trapped. They thought the plates above them, the walls around them, were just a way of life. Sound familiar? Because in our world, the plates aren't made of steel. They're made of rent, debt, and if you've ever been to London, TFL prices is a madness. But the genius of it all is that the prison doesn't feel like a prison. It feels like convenience, comfort, even status. Midgar shows us that dystopia doesn't arrive with sirens and armies. It arrives with convenient apps and same-day delivery. It shows us that control works best when it's disguised as progress. Nobody questions the cage if it comes with free Wi-Fi. Nobody questions it until someone starts rewriting the rules. The AI age has been here for the longest time. We will write entire rants to our friends about AI taking over, then use spell check to make sure there aren't any errors. It's already embedded into our systems, into our lives, running our elevators, scanning our feeds, and learning how we think. And it's only gonna get stronger. In Midgar, they have giant plates keeping people apart. That means the flow of ideas doesn't exist. Empathy for the other side is non-existent. Fam, if I'm sleeping in a broken refrigerator and heating up baked beans with a lighter and a bike helmet, I'm not really interested in a rich man's trials and tribulations. But that exact same issue is becoming apparent with the rise of AI. Again, invisible walls. But these algorithms and recommendations, even the personalized ads, we split off into tribes. Then AI amplifies the rhetoric. It sends us down rabbit holes and keeps feeding us exactly what we want. Echo chambers and confirmation bias. By the time it's had its filthy way with us, we're not trying to come together like kumbaya. Every conversation that should be meaningful has just turned into a flurry of slogans. And if you're sick of corny slogans, then you might as well smash that like button. I don't know how that's even related. But while you're at it, smash that subscribe button too. I mean, it's right there. At this point, it would be rude not to. Alright. Let's get jiggy with it. Algorithms aren't the only problem. In Midgar, most citizens have been reduced to scavengers, surviving day by day. Meaningful work. Almost none of it exists anymore. Autonomous machines do it all, and the humans are left behind. Ask yourself, if your labor or even your attention was worthless to these corporations, why would they care whether you had a life worth living? Or basic necessities like food and shelter? They wouldn't, right? You've seen it. They're ushering in this new AI age. Jobs are vanishing by the tens of thousands, whole industries hollowed out. The more human they can make the robots, the less valuable we become. We're predicted to have an AI revolution before 2030. That is 5 years away. AI is so human-like now that sometimes I foul captures, because in this new world, I can't even pass a basic human test. And when the machines start passing us for obsolete, what roles will we have left to play? Shinra thrived on the lifeblood of the planet. Corporations today thrive on the lifeblood of our attention, our labor, our data. Invisible walls keep us divided, just like the sector plates of Midgar. Algorithms nudge us into tribes. Every click, every scroll, every thought, feeding something bigger than ourselves. The world keeps spinning faster while we wonder why we feel smaller. And we've seen this whole story play out before. In our childhood, in our cherished memories, Midgar showed us the truth about our dystopian future.